What's going on YouTube, Mikeyfb here, welcoming you back to another Sub Saturday here on the channel. Now, if you don't know what the series is all about, it is a way for me to try to give back to you guys for all the support that you guys show by battling subscribers here on Pokemon Showdown. Now today, we are going to be using an OU team that we'll show you in just a little bit, and it looks like we have our first challenger. So if you ever want to take part in this, my username is Mikeyfb98, and I call out for battles about 1 o'clock on Saturdays. So make sure you are following me on Twitter to make sure that you get those updates. But we have I can't pronounce this, but we have, we're going to call him N for now, and we're going to go ahead and accept this battle and jump right into battle number 1, and we see a possible Mega Sableye, Breloom, Jirachi, Landorus T, Tyranitar, and Bisharp, so very, very powerful team. If I had to guess, I would guess that he's going to lead off with his Sableye, so I'm going to lead off my Medicham and try to bait in the Will-O-Wisp on my Heatran, to which then I could toss off a Lava Plume, which will hit very hard to everything except for the Tyranitar. But anyways, let's see what our friend here wants to do. Let's see what N wants to do here. And we see that it is going to be the Tyranitar lead, so let's go ahead and fake it out because I have a strange feeling that he's going to switch out into his Sableye, and I really don't want to. Oh, he didn't. Wow, so we could have just high jump kicked and taken him out right there. Unless he's Scarfed. I really don't want to risk all this just right yet, so I'm going to switch out to my Amoonguss. And let's see what he wants to do here. He's going to go for the Crunch, so maybe a possible Scarf set if he was trying to do that right off the bat. From there, though, I'm just going to toss off a Spore, because unless he switches out to his Breloom, I will be all set to put somebody to sleep. And then we can kind of work around there from there. So I'm going to go ahead. Breloom does come out, so let's toss off a Sludge Bomb here, because I would not mind getting a Sludge Bomb off on anybody. And we do break any potential sash on this Breloom through the form of the Sand Storm. So that's good. Let's see. Oh, there is the Swords Dance. Kind of scary. Will this be able to take it out? It does not. Can we get the poison? We do, and that poison... Oh, Citrus Berry. I see you with these threats. Let's see. So now, what do I want to do? I really don't want this thing to... a +2 Breloom might be able to take me out, which is kind of scary. So, what I could do... Let's see. Who do we not need the most? Because I'd love to keep this Amoonguss around. If he has that, we can... Let's see, I would like to keep my Tornadus. I would like to... Ooh, it was forfeited? I don't know if that was on purpose? Question? I think he might have just accidentally disconnected. So it looks like N had just disconnected, so we're going to try and jump right into this. I'm going to go ahead and toss off the same lead as last time. And I'm just going to kind of roll out the same way that I have. I don't mind the way that it was kind of going. So we'll see how this works out again, I suppose. So let's see what he wants to do. If he wants to do the same thing, that's fine. If he wants to, he said sorry. No problem. No problem. So let's see what he wants to do. He's going to lead off with his Landorus this time. Let's go ahead and fake it out to see if it is Scarfed. If it's Rocky Helmet, if it's Leftovers, this will give us a little bit of an idea of what we are working with here. We're going to do, it looks pretty defensive, and we see the Leftovers. Perfect. So it's going to be defensive. I'm going to go out to my Amoonguss here. Same sort of thing. I do not mind getting a Spore off on anyone. He might use the Stealth Rocks because this team doesn't have a Defogger. He actually goes for the Earthquake, so I'm going to Spore again. I don't mind if he goes out to his Breloom. The Sandstorm is not up this time. Fun fact. Maybe he'll think that I learned my lesson, but in fact I did not. So we're going to toss off a Sludge Bomb here. We do have our Rocky Helmet. We know he's not Focus Sashed. He is a Citrus Berry set, which is very scary for my Amoonguss. But we can do that. That'll take it. I think I can survive a Rock Tomb. Maybe not. If he goes for the Rock Tomb, we shall see what's going to happen with that. But we're just going to toss off another Sludge Bomb. Drain Punch is going to do not enough to keep him alive from the Sludge Bomb, especially with the Rocky Helmet. Ooh, critical hit. Crit did not matter. As you see, we did 87% last time. So there's a big threat down. And now, once we switch out and switch back in, we can kind of get a Spore off on somebody, whoever wants to kind of make their moves. I really hope he doesn't go out to that darn Bisharp, because if he does, I'm probably going to lose my Amoonguss because I will be Sporing it. I'm not going to let that thing set up a Swords Dance. Very physically offensive team with the Landorus, Tyranitar, Bisharp, Jirachi, and Breloom. Unfortunately, so there's the Jirachi. It's probably going to go for like a heart stamp kind of thing. Luckily, my Heatran does not take much damage from this thing, regardless of what it wants to do. From here, I'm going to toss off a Stealth Rock because it doesn't look like he has a Defogger either, and that will break a potential Sash on a Bisharp. So he can stay in an Iron Head away. It's doing 9%. I heal up 8%, so that's fine if you want to do that for now. I really don't mind too much. Eventually, ooh, and at that point, no, we want to toss off Stealth Rocks. Well, do we? If he's just going to stay in, I could try and Lava Plume, but I want to get up Stealth Rocks. This Jirachi really doesn't concern me, and it's critting me now. Okay, so there's our Stealth Rocks. At this point now, I can just start to toss off Lava Plumes, and if I can burn this thing, great. If not, oh well. But getting a burn on anything would be amazing. Like the Sableye would start getting dwindled down. A Lava Plume on the Bisharp would take it out. A burn on the Landorus or the Tyranitar would be just simply amazing. No such luck with the burn. He's going to continue to Iron Head away. And maybe we can take this thing out, which wouldn't be bad, especially if it's another Scarf. Like, I'm always worried about Scarves. And there it goes. We do take out the Jirachi. Sorry, I was texting out to make sure that we can have another battle lined up, hopefully, after this one. So we do take out the Jirachi, so 2 down, 4 to go. Who is he going to want to go out to? Probably either the Landorus or the Tyranitar. There's the Landorus, indeed, indeed. I think I can take 2. Do I want to... At the same time, I could go out to my Rotom. I am Choice Scarf. And I could start firing off Hydro Pumps. No, I want to go out to my Moongus. There's the Earthquake, kind of like we predicted. Unfortunately, oh, I forgot we are indeed the Rocky Helmet, not Black Sludge, so we're not going to be getting back that HP to survive the other Earthquake, which is okay. So here's the Earth Power and Earthquake, so special and physical, so he was going to ensure that he was going to take us out. From there, though, I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump. And that will do good damage to anything. Probably the Sableye. Bisharp coming in, so there's the 5%. Can we do not connect. That's kind of bad, especially if he wants to Swords Dance here, which would not be a bad idea for him. But I think I can work. Oh, he does not. He knocks us off, so there goes our Scarf, unfortunately. And I don't want to risk a miss, so I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt. Will it Sucker Punch us? Probably. Will it take us out? Yeah, if it Sucker Punches, it does. But I don't really need the Rotom to win, especially now that it's not Choice Scarfed. But we still outspeed, so great. We can knock that thing out because we were max speed. And now, maybe a Sableye switch in? Yes, there's the Sableye. I'm going to Volt Switch out of here. But I'm faster than it. I would have really liked to be slower than it. But he might just try to... Yeah, I'm going to Volt Switch. He might just go for like a priority type. No, he does not. So he's going to go for an attacking attack. Heatran's pretty good here. Will-O-Wisp fires off the Will-O-Wisp and gives us the Flash Fire boost. So from here, I can just go ahead and Lava Plume, which will do loads of damage to whoever wants to come in, or if he wants to stay in. I should outspeed Sableye. It's pretty slow. Yeah, I definitely outspeed it. 41%. He's going to just recover it away. Eventually, though, we will get a burn, and that will be able to... 41 plus the burn is more than 50% recovery, and I have more Lava Plumes than he has recover. So, still no burn. Not getting much luck with the burns in this battle, but that's okay. That is okay. This thing will get dwindled down eventually. There's 39. Still no burn. My goodness gracious. And that thing is pretty specially defensive. It's taking the Lava Plumes that well, even with a Flash Fire boost. And my good golly. And he's going to start lowering our special attack, so this is going to go well. I'm just going to keep tossing off Lava Plumes until I get a burn. Eventually I will. I'd rather not risk anything because then Weavile wins. There's another recover. Mega Medicham can win if I get in without an Intimidate on the Landorus. I can Ice Punch, and I believe that Oko is a max defense Landorus, and then High Jump Kick takes out. There's a crit, and still no burn. Good golly. But we're at -2. That probably won't take it out. I'd probably need a pretty darn high roll. I mean, at this point, it's kind of worth it to get... Oh, so close! I don't understand! Is this 30%? 30% to burn. Come on, Heatran. And then I can switch out. I switch around a little bit, at least. No. This is kind of taking way too long for me. But this thing's not doing anything to me, so one of these days, we'll get that burn. And then, because as soon as this thing drops, we are good to go. We are great to go. He only has 9 recovers left, and he's gonna start calm minding. So that's bad. I don't think I can roar this thing out. Can I please get a burn? Thank you, my goodness. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I could use my Amoonguss still. I don't need my Rotom, right? Yeah, because what I'll do is I'll go out to my Rotom and then I'll Volt Switch. And then bring in, oh, now he's at +2. So this is actually gonna be pretty hard to take out now. But he only has 8 recovers and he really can't do too much to my Heatran. And Roar does not work because of the Magic Bounce, unfortunately. So this is going to be a tricky guy to take out. He is just going to start snarling again. Ah, that's bad. That's bad. Would he go for the Will-O-Wisp? Trying to think of how I can just kind of expedite this process. I'm going to go out to Rotom. Good, he snarls, and I'm going to go out to Mega Medicham, and I'm going to Ice Punch. He can toss off a Will-O-Wisp if he wants to, but if he does, I should be able to take it out. And I don't even know how much is an Ice Punch going to do to a... because I believe this is a specially defensive Sableye. Not quite enough, and he's going to recover. Okay. But with the burn, that's fine. He's not gaining anything, and I'm not losing anything. So this should be able to... There we go. We are actually gaining a little bit of ground at a time. And if he doesn't recover here, he faints, and then we'll be okay. So we'll get it done. A little bit longer of a battle for this one. 11. And he's going to snarl and take me down. And that's no problem for me because I don't care about my special attack. Tyranitar, so that really leads me to believe that this thing is Scarfed. Do I need this thing though? I'm gonna High Jump Kick. And then I'm gonna put it to sleep, I think. I think could potentially wreck my team. Yeah, that's High Jump. Oh, he's not Scarfed! I thought that he was. So there's that, and now all I need to do is Ice Punch this Landorus. Well, yeah, I'll just go ahead and Ice Punch it, and then I'll bring in my Weavile to finish up. Because we do outspeed, even though we're at -1, and this thing's probably max physical defense. We'll still do a good amount to it. And that is actually enough to take it out. So there's our first battle in the bag, so great game to end there. And thank you very much for the battle. Sorry we got disconnected the first time. And we will jump into our second battle in just a moment. And up next we're going to have Jaded Jellicent, who is our next challenger. And we'll jump right into this battle here, and we see that we are going to be up against a very powerful team. And let's see what we can do here. We have a possible Mega Heracross. We have a Tornadus T, the Starmie, Klefki, Lando, T, and Raikou. So I'm going to go ahead and lead off with my Medicham again, because I think he's going to lead off with one of those two, either the Klefki or the Landorus. And by doing so, I can kind of figure out, I like to know what sort of Landorus I'm up against, because there's so many different ways to run it and it can be such a problem. And we do see the Landorus is going to come out, so he is probably going to be a Rock Lee, but he's going to be one who's going to want to toss off Stealth Rocks. I'm guessing Rocky Helmet, and that is definitely physically defensive. So he's going to want to get up rocks right away, right? Right? Should I just risk it and go for the Ice Punch? Let's go ahead and risk it and just go straight for the Ice Punch. And then if he tosses up his rocks, which I think he's going to, there they are. We can now safely Zen Headbutt, right? Let's go ahead and toss off a Zen Headbutt or a High Jump Kick. I'm going to toss off a High Jump Kick. And, oh, geez, if I can click it. And take out that Lander. So there's one threat down. Unfortunately, our Medicham is down to half HP, but we did take out one of its biggest physical resists on the team. And now, once I get it in after, well, he's got some fast mons. I don't know. I like the fake out pressure that my Medicham offers, but it may be kind of hard to deal with here. But we see the Starmie coming out. Who do I want to go? I think on a Starmie, I go directly out into my Rotom and go for the Volt Switch here. He might go for a Scald, hoping for a burn. Goes for the... Wow, that thing is offensive. Is that Choice Specs? Is that Choice Specs? I kind of think it is. That is so much. Let's go out to our Tornadus, though, and let's U-turn out of here to see what's going on. Oh, he does switch out, so I'm thinking that it might be Choice. Let's go to our Heatran here, Choice Specs. Wow, that did so much. That's kind of bad. But from here, how do we win this? How do we win? Tornadus does really well. Those two are a problem, that Starmie and that Raikou, though. So I'm going to get up my Stealth Rocks. I'm going to go for a Lava Plume of my own. And, oh, I went for a Stealth Rock, so I didn't cancel quite quick enough. He might go for some screens here. He did get the T-Wave off on my Heatran. Not the biggest deal in the world. Oh, he's going to set up Spikes. So this is going to be very bad for us because we do not have the hazard control, like I said. And Jada Jellicent is going to fully capitalize on that. So good for you for making the good plays. So this will be very hard. We're going to have to minimize our switches. Like if he brings in that Starmie, we might just have to stay in. Because that's going to be an automatic 25% plus the... Yeah, okay. Yep. He might just go for the Rapid Spin here. He might. I don't see this thing doing too much more for me, unfortunately, though. Hydro Pump. And we are going to probably take one more. I'm pretty sure this thing is Specs, because otherwise he would have gone for something else. So we can play around that. And we can go probably, how much was that doing? 25%? If I can get a burn, we can take it out. But unfortunately, he does connect, so good on ya. Good on ya. We can go out into, I'm going to go out to my Tornadus here. So let me think. If I go for the U-turn, I'm thinking... I think Weavile is my way to win. I just need to get some damage off on, I don't want to miss. I'm going to U-turn. Raikou, good. Why did that do? Oh, okay, 10% off that. Raikou, that's good. He probably has... Now the thing is, once I bring in my Weavile, I want it to stay in. So I don't think I want to do that yet. I think I want to go out to my Medicham here. Oh, and this is the last time my Medicham is switching in. Unfortunate, but it was going to get hit by Raikou, Starmie, or Tornadus. The only Pokemon it's faster than is the Heracross, and even then, I mean, a high jump kick would probably take it out, but that's okay because we have ways to deal with that. I just need to get a little damage off on the Heracross, and we should be able to win this one. No point in keeping this thing. Yeah, there's the Thunderbolt. How much did my U-turn do to this Raikou? How much U-turn? That was a crit on the clef key. 28. Oh, it's close. If this thing's scarfed, I also lose outright. On the other hand, though, yeah, because I need that for that. Let's go to my Amoonguss here, and I'm gonna put something to sleep. I don't mind whoever it is. If he switches out to Starmie, I'm gonna immediately go for the Spore again because of Natural Cure. Man, okay, he's not Scarfed, so that's good to know at least. I think I go out to Tornadus here. And my reasoning behind this is I don't want him going out to Heracross and setting up a sub because that would spell disaster for me. And he goes out to his own Tornadus, so... Let's go for the Hurricane. I mean, we're kind of at a standstill here. We are Life Orbed, so we put out more power than him because we see that he is Leftovers. Why did I say that so weird? Leftovers. And we do connect. Can we get the confusion? We do. Can he hit himself? He does, so I am sorry about that. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it rolls. And we can, if I were to go for something, what would it be? He's not going to switch out, so I'm going to go for a Heat Wave because it's higher accuracy than Hurricane. He does switch out into Raikou. Goodbye, Raikou. Probably going to go out to, I don't know. If he goes out to Heracross, that might we might be able just to win right off there. He's saying GG. It's not over yet. Let's see. So we do see the Tornadus coming out. Oh, good switch out. I'm gonna go for the Heat Wave. Oh, he switches out into the Starmie. So trying to dwindle me down, I think, which is a-okay by me. Or he's getting a little bit of leftovers back, and I think that a Heat Wave can take him out from like 25%. I think a Heat Wave can take him out from like 25%. Like I said, I'm just kind of worried about that Heracross now. We see this Tornado. Do I think that I can take it out? I do, but do I want to risk it? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. There it is. So if I won both speed ties, I'm really sorry. If you're not max speed, then that's just kind of how it rolls. And let's go for this Hurricane. And so actually, do I want to play it safe? I'm going to play it safe and just, well, let's go for the Hurricane. Let's go for the Hurricane and see if we can finish it off there. We do. So great game. Very well done. You know, came down to a couple things. Let's go ahead and challenge Lucario Killa, who we see is bringing. Ooh, no Lucario this time. Oh, hey, this little Sophie here. Hey, baby girl. Sophie wants to come play, I guess. Are you going to help me win this time, Soph? Both? Yeah. Give me a kiss. Thank you, girl. Okay, so we see a Mega Pinsir, another Landorus T. We've got a Starmie, Victini, Ferrothorn, and Excadrill. So I'm going to guess that, once again, good luck, you two. Oh, here we go, Sophie. Let's get you out of there. Oh, there we go. Whoop! You two. And let me think, who do I want to lead with? Who do I want to lead with? I'm thinking that he's going to either lead with his Landorus or his Ferrothorn. Let's lead with my Tornadus, and we can toss off a Heat Wave here. So beautiful, beautiful, great catch on the start. I think he was thinking, since I usually lead off with my Mega Medicham, he's gonna get me with some of the spikes and helmets and such. We miss! And he goes for the Stealth Rocks. Thank goodness he didn't go for the Thunder Wave. Oh, that's unfortunate. I guess we had a little bit of luck in our favor last game. And he lets me take out his Ferrothorn. That's huge. Interesting. Unfortunately, now the rocks are up for good. We could have prevented that altogether. But, you know, that's kind of the way the brownie breaks and the cookie crumbles. So we will see that our next... Who could he send out? He could send out... If he sends out that Excadrill, I'm going to guess it's Scarfed. And in which I will switch out to my Amoonguss and put something to sleep because now his only Grassmon is gone. So that's good. If he goes out to his... So now that that thing has rocks, I'm thinking maybe the Landorus has a Scarf. I am not sure. If we can get a little bit of damage off on it, an Ice Shard will take it out. So we'll see what we want to do. We see the Victini coming out. So is this thing Scarfed? I am so scared of Scarfs. I just don't understand it. I really don't want to lose this thing because it does... I'm going to go for the U-turn. Nice. We do outspeed, so it's not Scarf, so that's good information to have. What's he going to go for, though? Bolt Strike? Probably a Bolt Strike. I'm going to go out to my Rotom, even though that's my... Rotom really hasn't been able to do too much this game. So there's my Rotom out, and here comes the Thunderbolt. So it is a special Victini. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump because he might think that he outspeeds me because I'm not Scarfed. Maybe he knows I'm Scarfed. I'm not really sure. Maybe he'll just think that I thought he was going to go for a fire attack, so I went out here. I don't know. Now that I know that that is special, though... Oh, he does switch. Good switch into the Starmie. Starmie... Let's think about this here. I don't want to. I want to save my Weavile for the end because it does so well. I think I'm just gonna go for another Hydro Pump. Hopefully we can connect, get some damage off on this thing. Right? Do I need this? I don't. I could save it for fodder though. Unless he predicts and goes for a Psychic, but that looks like a spinner, so I'm gonna go out to Amoonguss here. I'm gonna go out to Amoonguss. Because I'm predicting that he is going to have like Scald, Rapid Spin, Toxic Recover, or something like that. And that way, we can toss off a Spore. And I'd like to save my Rotom for possible fodder if need be. If the need should arise. So let's see what he wants to do. Let's see. And Survey says we take 13% and he doubles! Excadrill! Hey, that's perfect for me. I can toss off a Scald here. Or Spore, not Scald. Amoonguss can't Scald. That is fine for me. I wonder what he was predicting. Maybe he was predicting me to go out to my... I don't know. Not sure. But it is Mold Breaker, so we have to watch out for that with our Rotom. We have our Tornadus, who can be immune to his Earthquake. And I'm trying to think of how, if we can get a little... I get Rocks Up. I think if I get Rocks Up, my Weavile can finish up the game pretty well. Victini, we will put you to sleep. Sleepy bye, good night. And this is my chance to go out to my Heatran. Hopefully he doesn't double out into his Excadrill again. That would be no bueno. But I can always double back out into my Amoonguss, who can take the EQ. So there's that. We're gonna toss off this here Stealth Rock. Can't really do too much to this Victini, but we are specially defensive, so we should be able to take whatever he wants to do relatively well. Victini gets some crazy moves. So here's our Stealth Rock. Let's go ahead and roar it out and see if we can pick up somebody else. So I guess, no, there's nobody else that I'd rather have in here. Heatran doesn't really do too terribly much. So we see the Excadrill. I'm gonna go ahead and guess that it is Scarfed. I'm going to guess that it's Scarfed. Maybe he will just Rapid Spin. I'm gonna Lava Plume. This might be a very bad play. Why am I doing this? I could switch out to my Rotom. Oh, he does Rapid Spin! I think my connection is bad today because it is lagging quite a bit, but we can take out that massive threat of an Excadrill right away. So we kind of predicted right, but took a very unnecessary risk. It did pay off this time, but more times than not, that probably would not pay off. Yeah, he probably just predicted me to switch out into my Tornadus. But now... I was just going to say, why aren't my rocks up? Because he Rapid Spun them away, of course. Unfortunately, I still have to... Starmie is coming back out. He might just go for a Scald here. Oh, I don't know what this thing is. Now that thing Rapid Spun, maybe this is an offensive one. Every time my Weavile comes in, though, it gets a kill. So I'm going to go out to... I'm going to sack my Rotom here. What does he do? He goes for the Psy Shock. So it's Life Orb, so we definitely outspeed. That's good to know. We can just go out to our Weavile and start taking lives. Don't really know. The way he's saving that Landorus, I think that it's Scarfed. But a knockoff plus... Okay, so now we don't get to knock him off. We're probably going to want to switch out because he's probably going to send in his Landorus. And he would go for maybe a Stone Edge. Still have to worry about that darn Pinsir, though. Because that thing will be hard to take out. But I do have the Fake Out, I have the Ice Shard, so I should be able to... Oh, but he also has Quick Attack. I think I'm faster, right? He sends out this thing. I'm going to knock off and take this thing out. He's probably just trying to get me to use some of my Life Orb, but I don't mind getting that down. Taking another Mon out. It was Choice Spec, so we were correct in thinking that it was completely a special attacker. And with 2 left, we see the Landorus coming out. I am almost 100% sure that that thing is going to be Scarfed. Now that though that Victini's gone, I can put somebody to sleep with my Amoonguss again. So the Outrage, taking some Rocky Helmet damage. Let's go ahead and spore that thing. Very interesting. You don't see Landorus with Outrage very often. We can go ahead and put this Landorus to sleep, and we're gonna want to switch out into our Tornadus, I think. And the reason I say Tornadus is that I don't know why, but it'll be able to pick off the pincer, and it can do loads of damage to this thing. Nice, that's exactly what we wanted with him to stay in. Now the Hurricane will be able to do quite a bit to it, and we can get a feel for whether it's scarfed or not. Regardless, it wakes up, and it is scarfed, it outrages, and it almost takes us out, but our Hurricane is going to be able to take that out, and unfortunately we faint as well. From here, I'm going to go immediately out into my Mega Cham, to which I will be using Fake Out as much as I can to go ahead and dwindle this thing down a little bit. Let's Mega Fake Out. I'll probably do a little bit of sacking, which stinks, but it's just kind of how it has to go. I think Weavile outspeeds a pincer. I think Weavile does. He's probably going to Swords Dance. Which would, okay, so I'm trying to think. If we outspeed and he Megas, he does Mega, we do outspeed. So that should be enough. Oh, that might not be. But if we go out to Heat Ray and he'll close combat, and that will lower his defenses, then we'll be doing even more damage. So that's good. That's what we want to see. So Mega Pincer, very big threat because it's above that 100 base speed mark. It outspeeds a lot of the metagame. For example, my Mega Metacham. He might just go for the quick attack right now, which I wouldn't be against. But we see the return is... Oh yeah, because he's faster. Duh. But we can go for the Lava Plume here, and unless he close combats... Whoops, he can't take us out. And if he does close combat, we can go out to our... Oh, he Earthquakes! Oh, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. So... Let me think. So what is the best course of action? I could go out to Weevil for some action. This might spell disaster, but we do have the Rocky Helmet. So let's go out to our Weavile. We go for the Ice Shard here, because we outspeed, and I think he's going to have Quick Attack. If he doesn't have Quick Attack, he got us good. Return Earthquake Close Combat? Okay, but that is going to be enough to seal up the game with the Close Combat is right there, so yes, we can just go ahead and head out to our Mega Metacham, and the Fake Out is going to be able to secure Game 3. So we'll toss off a great game. It's always a great game when we are playing Lucario Killer. All the games today were really good, actually. They were all really close. So there is the Feint, and that is a great game to our friend. So I do want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in and sticking with us throughout another Sub Saturday. It was a lot of fun. Thank you very much for everybody who participated. Sorry about the little bit of a rocky start, but we made it there nonetheless. If you guys do want to participate, like I said, Mikeyfb98 is the username, and Saturdays around 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's an important part. But now that's all said and done, I'm going to go ahead and peace out, and I'll catch up with you guys next Sub Saturday. See ya!